What's cracking, y'all? I'm starting up a new puzzle series, and the basis of the puzzle series is to try to climb towards 3,000 puzzle rating, but I'm trying as hard as I can not to care about my puzzle rating at the same time. If I go down, I feel like that helps me get those puzzles down in that lower rating to build upon and eventually improve. So I'm going to take a maximum of 5 minutes per puzzle to figure out my first move, and if I don't know the move, I'm going to take my best stab, and if I don't get it right, or don't understand the puzzle, I'm going to analyze it and figure out how it works. And I think that'll help me get as many puzzles in as I can while still really giving myself some time to analyze the puzzle and think about what might be happening. I feel like I'm hypothesizing that 5 minutes might be the sweet spot for this sort of thing. So I'm going to try and make it happen. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for following along. Let's get right into it. Let's get the puzzle pushing here. I got 5 minutes to solve this one. Let's see what we got. For checks, I have this, I have this, I have this. I can take this. The pawn's pinned. I'm in check. Alright, I'm in check. Alright, so, I don't know. What's the purpose? So I feel like I want to go towards the knight for some reason. I just want to make sure that I don't get checked by the knight, I guess. But like the bishop, so the bishop can't move. So yeah, I think I just want to go here because the bishop has to stay protecting the knight or the knight is lost. The bishop can check me here, but I just take it. That's got to be it, right? I just go here, and then the knight... so the knight could check me here, but then I just take. The knight can also check me here. Okay. So, but then the knight's trapped, right? If I go here, and then I've got it. Okay, so I think it's probably here, check, here. Does that work? Feels like it probably should work. I don't see why it wouldn't. And the pawn is pinned, and I'm attacking I'm attacking... So I'm threatening to take the bishop. The bishop has nowhere to go. Oh, wait. The bishop can go... Oh, yeah, this only works because the bishop has nowhere to go. No. It doesn't work because of the bishop can't stay on this, can't stay protecting the knight is the problem. So I just keep attacking the knight, and I think I have to go here to maintain the threat. It's got to be this. Wow, the knight moves backwards. Oh man, I hadn't considered that. There's always something I miss. So now if I take, the knight takes. So what's my move now? Do I just... It's so hard to see every move. Chess is so deep, dude. How is chess so deep? Is there a reason I can still take this for some reason? Or is there a knight move that I can make? Man, I don't... What is this? I feel like I want to still take this for some reason. And I don't really know why. It's like not even close to a mating net here. The knight now just ran away. I don't really feel like I'm attacking anything. Like, what do I do now? What's the point? Can I attack the knight? I don't understand this. What's going on here? What is this puzzle? I don't have any check. I mean, that's a check, but it doesn't do anything. This is a check that's like, I'm thinking about taking this pawn. The bishop takes. It almost seems like I'm threatening the rook through the king, but I don't see it. What is the threat? Why can't I see this? Alright, I mean, I have to go for something. I'm spending too much time on this puzzle. It's just not... I'm just not seeing it. Here, I just want to do that. I don't know, man. I don't know. What is it? What is the puzzle? I can take there. The knight takes. Then what do I do? How do I not see that? Like, that's just... It's a continuation that I just really should see. That's got to be seen. Alright, come on. Come on, dude. Got to do better than this. Alright, so knight protects the bishop. Rook was behind it. I skewer the king and grab the rook. Really should have seen that. But we move on. Puzzle analyzed. See if we can get him next time. On to the next. Okay, I have a check here. King goes here. looks pretty safe. This bishop, which seems like it's the wrong colored bishop, every other piece that I have is nowhere close to the king. None of the pieces really seem like they're getting threatened. This check feels like it must be the move, and I don't know why. It looks like I can win this pawn. If I go here, the king is forced here, nothing can block, and then I can drop back. If the king goes back to where it was, is that somehow, have I somehow improved my position? Like I can take this pawn the whole time, so I don't know why that would be beneficial whatsoever. My rooks are nowhere close to the show, nor are any of my other pieces. My bishop feels like it could get into the party, but I don't know why. Like this, it feels like this must be the move, and then I'm not sure what happens from there. Oh, I can just take, no. I was thinking I could just take the rook, but the pawn is protected by the bishop. I don't really see how I can win anything. This must be the first move, right? I just don't see a single other possibility. And then I jump back here. It's got to be this, right? Okay, and then this is the only thing I'm thinking about. Am I just completely missing something? Does the pawn? Is taking the pawn somehow? My pieces aren't close, and it doesn't feel like I can get in. What am I missing? Does this like threaten mate somehow? Doesn't really seem like it. Black's pieces are pretty cramped. That's the only thing I can think of is trying to get my knight in. I don't know, because my bishop doesn't seem like it's doing anything positive. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it. If I go back here, the king just goes back to where it was. I don't really feel like my queen being here looks all that great. But my knight like doesn't look that threatening either. I'm not seeing what I'm supposed to see. Yep, I'm just gonna go for this move because I don't see what's going on. I gotta analyze another one. It's that, dude? What? Okay. What do you mean? What do you mean, though? What is happening in this puzzle? Okay, I'm gonna analyze. Okay, so I go there. E takes d4. Is this just like a weird positional thing? It's just a good to get my knight in. Okay, so once e takes d4, and then I jump in with my knight. It's not a mate or anything. It's just it seems like this one's going to be a puzzle that I just don't understand at all. C8, King C8, Knight D2. Oh, so I'm threatening this fork, I guess. Okay. All right. So the continuation is that I'm threatening forking with my. Oh, it wants D2 though. Wait, Knight D2. Is that really what it's saying? No, D2. Oh, D. Wait. Oh, this is what it wants. This is D7. Okay, so not really. What is that doing? So I'm just suffocating black. That's so it's like this positional thing, and I guess doing more of these puzzles will help me understand that too. So just taking away a lot of squares must be really good here. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't get it. But on to the next. I got it right. So I guess I'm thinking in the right ways, kind of. Let's keep it moving. That rating might continue going down before it goes up. But that's okay. We're growing, baby. We're growing as chess players. Okay, if I take this, I don't know. This pawn feels pretty suffocating. Okay, so if I take this, if the pawn takes back, I pin the... No. That's not right. I thought my bishop was still going to be here for some reason. Alright, let's try to get the brain working in some capacity. So it feels like the knight is about to fork my queen and my rook. So I like really want to take this. Unless I have some big threat. But if I take this, pawn takes. Can my queen go somewhere cool? I don't really know. Yeah, like this fork looks pretty nasty. I don't know what else I could do. But what else? I don't know what my idea is other than taking this somehow. It's like really the only thing I'm seeing as a possibility. The king looks just in a spot that I can't access at all. Like any sacrifices, don't see why they'd be good. The bishop is under attack. I just have to take this, don't I? If I take, and then the pawn takes, and then what is going? Oh, this. Oh, so maybe I sack the rook. Ooh, that looks maybe interesting. Okay, so if I sack the rook, if the pawn takes, I can kind of pin the queen here. Maybe this looks interesting. I'm threatening a fork there. Seems like there's things happening there. So I'm pinning the. I'm not pinning the queen, but I'm taking a piece, and it feels like the pawn has to take back. And then this looks kind of threatening. I don't see exactly why. The queen could drop back, right? I could threaten this fork. I feel like it has to be something to do with that. I just don't really know exactly what it is. I'm sacking the exchange initially. There must be some kind of counterplay here. I feel like it's probably this. Again, taking too much time to see this one. And then is it this? Okay, again, I have to analyze this because I don't... Is there a mate after this? Because like I'm thinking the queen can drop back and then I can fork the rook. The queen could take, and I take with the rook, and I feel like that's even material. But maybe I'm just kind of blowing up the position. So what's going on here? Let's analyze. We're learning out here. So I take there. And what is the threat here? So e2. Bishop takes c2. Queen takes c2. Here. So isn't that even material though? Like I sacked the exchange. So I'm down 2 points of material. And then now the king takes, right? Yeah, king takes c2. So I give up a bishop and a rook, which is 8 points of material, for a pawn and a queen, which is 10 points of material. So after this entire line, I'm even material. I was about to get forked and my bishop was being attacked, but like, it's another really hard one to understand. I mean, like, it seemed like tactical things were happening there, so I guess, I don't know. Whatever. I got 2 in a row right that they only gave me 5 points for, and they're very hard to understand. Okay, so this, or is it this? Okay, I want to keep my knight, I'd assume. So I think I'd probably give this check first. King here. And then I can get my queen in. Drop it back with the discovered attack. Yeah, so I think even if the bishop takes at that point, it's fine. But the queen can take. Okay, so I think I go here first because it threatens. I have 2 different pieces that are protecting this mating square. I think that probably wins. If the rook moves, I think it must be this first. And then I think the only way to protect against mate is that the rook moves. And then I can go here, here. Oh, if the rook moves, then I go here, though. Does that work? It's got to be this. Here, rook moves. Here. And then maybe I take the bishop. I think that's probably the line. Okay, so now I take here. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure how that one would have finished. I was thinking the rook would move to protect against a checkmate. I think now I just have checkmate no matter what. I mean, I guess the rook can move now. So the rook can move now, and then I can go here. No, actually, I'd probably go here. Oh, and the bishop is in the way. So I don't know. Material was lost. Cool. I understand the general themes, the shapes of that mate. Those corner mates see a lot of those in early puzzles. Okay, keep it moving. Finally getting a couple right feels good. Okay, so what's going on here? Feels like it, I don't know. I was going to say it feels like it wants to be a checkmate, but it's not. So if I take this, I lose this. So if I take this, trades here. What's the trick here? I feel like I just have to take this. Then I guess maybe this happens. But then I can take protected by my rook. That's fine. I don't care about that. I'm taking this knight. Right? I'm taking this knight. If takes back. If the pawn takes, I take the bishop. If the bishop takes and threatens my queen, I take the bishop here. I think it all works. I think I'm winning a piece no matter what. And then now I just take this. And we trade queens maybe. Is there something else? Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's keep it rolling. Okay, I got a pawn that's about to promote. It's just where do I put my king, I guess? It feels like this is a pretty good place to put my king. And then, yeah, black doesn't have any checks there. If you try to protect the promotion square, I just throw my rook up here and I'm promoting. Happy to trade the rooks off. What is the trick to this one? This can't be this easy. This is the square for my king, right? If you go here, I just promote. I don't really care. I'm promoting with check too, so that's pretty. I'm going to take the rook even if you take mine. How is this not the move? In what world is that not the move? So if I go here, the king goes here, and then you're threatening mate. That's why. So there's a mating net there. So do I go here? Yeah. I think I go there. This looked safe, but it's not at all. I go here, and black doesn't have any checks. The king can take opposition or something. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it's got to be this square, actually. So I only have two options, right? Yeah, so it's here or here. It's got to be this one. Nice. Okay. How do I not see this? So what do I do? Go here? If the pawn takes, I win the rook. Yeah, that's it. Or I mean, if the rook takes, I win the rook. So I threaten to skewer the king, and I force a trade. If the king moves off the file, I go here anyway, and then the rook can't continue protecting the pawn. Perfect. There it is. All right, 5 in a row correct. We love to see that. Absolutely love to see that. Showing a little bit of promise on the puzzles. Okay, so the queen's looking at this pawn. It almost looked interesting to be able to do this, but I don't think it was. Anyway, so is it here? Why do I feel like I really want to sack my queen? That doesn't. Two different pieces can take. It just doesn't seem like it works at all. That's not a good idea. Can I threaten the queen? My queen just doesn't seem like it can do all that much right now, and it feels like it has to be involved in whatever's going on here. So, like, taking a rook seems interesting. What is going on here? This feels like one that I should be able to get. This is the only check that I have. Two different pieces can take it. The queen takes. It doesn't really seem like anything is happening at all. Does this work somehow? Just getting all my pieces in there. I don't think so. Here. And then like here. Here. Doesn't look good. Or maybe this, because I'm threatening the bishop, so I win a tempo there. Then maybe that becomes more interesting, because then I can take the... So here, the bishop's got to move away, or something's got to protect the bishop. And I guess the rook could come in. Okay, and this is threatening mate. So the rook could... If the rook comes over here, it can't take my queen. I go... Wait, so here... Here, here. If the rook tries to take, it doesn't work. I feel like I like this move. I'm over the 5-minute mark. It's not that. Okay, what is it? Let me analyze. pushing the pawn. Okay, the rook's pinned. That's a good idea. Yeah. Wow, I'm pushing. Huh. So just a wild pawn break here. I didn't think of that at all. I don't think I thought for a second about pushing a pawn, which isn't good. So yeah, I push here. The queen can't take because my rook would take the queen, obviously. If the pawn takes, there's a rook behind it. So the pawn is pinned, so I'm threatening the pinned piece. It's a cool move. Okay. Okay, glad I saw that. We're learning. We're learning. Trade the queens, and now I'm threatening to promote, which is pretty spicy. I'm attacking that rook. I come up here, and the rook is lost. Cool. All right. Cool puzzle. Wasn't close. Was not close on that one. We learning. We learning. Okay. Check here. Oh. Maybe check here first, actually. Yeah, I think it's definitely check there first, then here's mate. It's a quick mate in 2. Oftentimes they give you an easy one after you fail a hard one. I think that's what's happening here. This is a mate in 2. King is pinned to the back rank. Nothing can block this check. King absolutely has to go here, and then bring the queen. Nice. Not even going to make me complete it. Very cool. Very, very cool. All right, I'm in check. These puzzles are always weird. So I have 2 moves, right? These are the only 2 moves that I have. Which one is better? I feel like my natural response is to go here. Feels like my pawns have this diagonal covered really well. If here I just take. I feel like there isn't another check if I go here. Is there another check if I go here? Yes, this one. Does that check matter? I don't really see why it matters. Maybe the pawn pushes and threatens mate here. Gives me time. I can probably get the rook in. But it does feel like this square is safer just given my pawn structure. I don't see another check. And it feels like I'm threatening to pin the queen. I certainly have threats of my own. This feels like the better square. I don't know why this square isn't good other than the fact that I see 1 check. But then I just go here and I don't really see what the difference is. Like, how is that situation any different? I don't see the threat. But it feels like I want to be here just because there aren't any checks. That's the only thing that I can think of. And then I feel like I want to do this. I'm threatening a mate of my own. But what is the problem? So why is this a problem? There's got to be some reason why this move doesn't work. And this is the only thing that I can think of. If I go here, do you just immediately... No, my rook would come over. So here, I feel like that must be the reason. And then I just go here, right? And what do you do? I feel like it must be that. I don't know. Okay, and now I just pin the queen. No, then the rook takes. Okay, so maybe there was something there. The queen is here. If I go here, the rook takes with check. So actually, if I had seen this, I probably would have not picked the move that I made. So my pin idea is not really there. Can I just do this? I don't think so, right? No way. So what am I doing? What do I do with my queen? Do I push? Maybe I push. I feel like the queen, like if the queen hops onto this file, I'm going here, and I can probably deflect. I think I push. Gotta think about it longer than that. I gotta give myself more time to think about these things. All right. I don't know what to do though. Let me think about this a little longer. I thought that seemed like a cool guy move, dude. Because if the rook takes, I can take, trade, and then my queen's getting in, and it feels like I'm doing safe. I'm being safe. Oh, wait. This is... Oh, man. Yeah, that was bad. No, that wasn't a good move. I definitely should have seen that. I've been talking about this the whole time. And the fact that my pawns are protecting the light squares. But what do I do? Do I... I don't know. I want to analyze. Do I just go here? Now I'm safe? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I really should have seen that too. Okay. I mean, now I understand the puzzle. So there was a check here, but I have to look at the continuation after the check happens. And is it a problem? The answer was no, because I can go here and I still have the queen pinned, and yeah. So the rook can, yeah, no, that was not bright, dude. It just wasn't bright. It wasn't bright. All right, let's keep it rolling. One or two more of these puzzles. Okay. This is a check. It looks pretty interesting. A bishop looking over here also looks interesting. I can pin the knight. I can take the knight. Wait a second. I take the knight and the pawn is pinned. That seems great. I mean, like, the pawn can push. I feel like I want to do this first, right? Well, I guess the queen can't take because the pawn's here. No, the pawn is taking the... I want to go here, then here, maybe? Is that the idea? If that's the idea, I'm not sure why that's the idea. Oh, boy. There's a hanging knight. It feels too obvious. What is the idea? Pin the knight, actually? To the queen? I feel like I don't really want to give the queen the opportunity to move. This knight is toast. Why am I worried about taking the knight? What on earth am I missing? I guess this looks really bad. So it feels like it would be better if I traded queens after I take the knight. I can definitely take this pawn first and then take the knight. And then trade queens, probably. That feels good. I feel like I do want to take this pawn. I'm going to do that, I think. You know, again, only use 2 minutes at a time. I'm just being lazy. I probably should stop doing these. All right, so let's analyze this. But I think even when I'm being lazy, like I think I'm afraid to do puzzles because I'm afraid of losing my rating, and so I like just don't do them enough. I think this is gonna help me just like loosen up. I'm definitely learning while I'm doing this. Even if I'm not getting the puzzles right, I'm still learning, I think. So when I'm really on, it'll show, you know? Even if I'm off when I'm doing them, if my rating goes down, who cares? Because I'm getting better at them. I must be. I got to keep telling myself that. The rating doesn't matter. Okay, but I should think a little harder about the puzzles. So do I just take this? What do you want me to do? E takes F3. So it does just want me to take it. I don't know. So why? Okay, well, let's look at the line that it wanted me to do first. Okay, so next is queen takes F3, which looked scary to me, which is why I didn't do this. Now F5. Why F5? Queen E2. Okay, I guess I need to understand why my line doesn't work. It seems pretty good to me. So I check. What, just like the rook block or something? What's wrong with this? King H1. It doesn't want me to take it now. Bishop E7. Oh, I get pinned. Ah, my queen can't be here. Okay. So that's why that doesn't work, because after I take, the rook can pin me. So the puzzle was just to take the knight. Okay, stupid. I don't like the puzzle, but I mean, those are the decisions you have to make in the game. You got to see that type of stuff. I have to see that I'm going to get pinned after this. It's better to just take the hanging knight, which is the entire puzzle, which is tough, you know. Sometimes the easiest move is the toughest to see, especially when you're doing puzzles. But that'll do it for me. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.